Deanne Love here. Welcome to a beginner's or possibly intermediate, if you really want to level it up and put your own tricks into it, Hinge transition flow session. Now, if you love these flow sessions because they activate your hoop dance, then you can check out some of my other tutorials on this YouTube channel, definitely, or jump over to learn.hooplovers.tv and you can see my workshops over there as well. But let's get on with this one. Now, in this tutorial or this video, I am using a 90 centimeter or 35-inch polypro hoop because it's bright pink and I love it, and you can see it really easily in the outdoors, but you can use any hoop size that works for you as long as it's not too heavy, because we really want to have some float, some flow, some fluidity with our movements. So you can definitely use a dance hoop, you could use a smaller hoop, a larger hoop, whatever works for you. Okay, so you know how it goes. We break it down. I'm going to break it down piece by piece, and then at the end, we're going to flow it through and put in our own groove and our own style. I totally recommend that you follow along with me now if you can, and then you find a space, you grab your hoop, you turn up your own tunes, and you rock this out. When you make your own flow session and you transform it and you put in your own juice and your own bits and your own awesomeness, then you're going to tag me on Instagram. I am at DeanneLoveXO, or you're going to leave me a comment below, and we're just going to have like a hoop party together. So let's start it right here. I need to let you know that I am right hand dominant, so I am going to be using my right hand mostly and spinning around to the left. You can definitely mirror that, modify that, do it in both directions, whatever works. So I'm going to start with my hoop spinning towards the left in my right hand. My shoulder is relaxed and soft, but it's activated. My elbow is bent. My thumb is out. My palm is pretty much facing you like a stop sign. I'm creating this pulse action to keep the hoop spinning around. If I bring my thumb in, then the hoop is going to drop down. If I relax too much or my posture is just not in it, then I'm just not going to have the power and the pace that it requires. Now, if you did not watch my Hinge transition tutorial, you need to go back there now. Where is it? Probably going to link it below so that you can find it really easily. But this is what happens for this flow session. We are going to squeeze our hands around the hoop, not too tight, because when you notice, you can do this yourself, when you squeeze really tight, then everything gets quite rigid, and we want to have fluidity. So we're just like guiding the hoop, but we are wrapping our fingers around the hoop, and at the same time we're drawing our elbow down towards our obliques, or the side of our body. And now my thumb is up, but I'm going to hinge the hoop in like this. Now in the demo at the start, I believe that I was turning around. You can really draw this move out and then come to this sharp full frontal point where you are going to be facing your audience, facing the camera, facing whoever, whatever, the mirror, you're just at the front. So we come here, and then at this point, we're going to, that same hand that was doing most of the work there, so it was my right hand, squeeze and hinge. I'm just bringing my second hand or my left hand to meet it so I can hold it for a moment. But my right hand, the hoop is then going to hinge. So I'm keeping my arm where it is, hinge back. And now I can feel it kind of touch the top of my booty, and I'm going to take my other hand here just to meet it, just to cradle with some balance side to side. Now right here, you have some room to move, and you could go into any kind of moves that you like, but I did an isolation barrel roll. So what's going to happen is I'm going to turn to my left, so my left hand is going to draw down, and my right hand is going to draw up. As I do a quarter turn, I am in this really kind of equal state where my right hand is above my head and my left hand is at my hip. As I continue that turn, I'm turning to the left, using my footwork to propel me around, and I'm going to drive my right hand down, and now my left hand is up. Again, I am this equal distance or space. So my hands are now at 3 and 9. As I continue to turn, I'm going to the left again, and this will be one sweeping motion when you do it, but just breaking it down. Now my right hand is at my right hip. My left hand is above my head. Now this is where we go into our next transition. You could continue to turn around and just keep going, just keep going, just keep going, but we're here. So basically I've done a 3/4 turn because I started facing you. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take one hand off, and that will be my left hand. You can do something really cool with this left hand if you like, but my right hand is doing all the work. This left hand just has to find its own groove. Now, often I would take it up just kind of as a ghosting hand to create this shape and open up through my heart, open up through my body. And also, it's worth noting that at this point, you'll probably need to reposition your feet so that you can find balance. You might take the weight onto your back foot, or you might lunge forward so that your weight is evenly distributed right in the center, because we are going to weave. So I'm going to drop my arm down. I'll show you this from the front view in a moment. And I'm going to crisscross weave from side to side right here. This is a forward weave. I'm leading with my pointer finger and my thumb. So if I was facing you, it would look like this. My palm is up. I'm going to lead with my thumb and my pointer finger. I'm going to point towards you. And now I'm going to put my thumb towards my left side, because this is my right hand. Mirror if you're doing this with your left. Now I'm going to come back and kind of point towards you. And now I'm back to where I started. Elbow at my side, palm is up, thumb is at my shoulder. Cross to the left. Cross to the right. Cross to the left, thumb touches my hip or my ribs. Cross to the right, thumb can touch my shoulder. So we're keeping it in that rhythm. Now here is the coolest part of this flow session. We are going to take the hoop over so that our knuckles are facing up, and the opposite point right here, you can do this facing any direction that you like, but the opposite point is going to tap on the floor. Now you're going to pick up some glitter, pick up some magic there, because that point is where you're going to catch next. So check it out. Weave, tap, gently throw, not too hard, not too hard, or it's going to like go and crash into your window or TV or computer or friend over there. Up and watch your hoop. So as you tap, you're going to throw the hoop. This is the slow-mo, but I'd be letting go. I want you to eyeball that point that you just tapped on the earth. It's got all this magic in it, and you are going to open both hands up, really open up the hands. Then you're going to grab onto the hoop, and you're in this back frame again. So you could repeat some of that. So again, weave, tap, throw, not too hard, catch, and pose. You're going to love it. Let's roll it through. Are you ready? Feel free to pause any parts of that video and break it down. Just work on little bit by little bit, trick, then the transition to the new trick, then the transition, or any parts that you're not quite getting, or any parts that you want to reverse and do inside out, upside down, round and round. Or if you have one of those amazing hoop dance brain sparks and your body says, oh, in that little pocket of movement there, I would usually do this, then you can make this flow session your own. Make it like really big and cool and modular and rock it out and tag me. Okay, so for me, it was right hand spin to the left. Left hand on hip. We're going to get a little bit more funky, a little bit more style now. Doesn't matter what level you're at, even if you just picked up your hoop, there is no reason why you can't bring in your own actions, your own dance, and your own movement. Squeeze that hoop, draw the elbow down towards the side body. Activate the spin as much as you like. Come to this front and center. Give the audience a little bit of love. Work it, work it, work it. Same hand that did all of that work to begin with is going to hinge the hoop back. Now, the booty is the contact point right here, because you're like, okay, I'm in this nice center frame. That means that I can take my hand there without even looking. You could do a sharp look, but you don't even have to, as the hoop hinges around. If you have your elbow bent right there, then you're going to feel the hoop come to this second hand right there. So we're just kind of sensing. And then right here, you're going to turn to the left. Right hand above the head, left hand on the hip. Turn to the back. Hands are balanced. Turn, continue. And then step back if you need to. Take one hand off. It's going to be my left. could be your right. Position the hoop for a weave beside the shoulder, or you might even like to do it above the head just to create some drama. Forwards weave, tap, throw, catch, pose. Little faster? Let's do it. Okay, above the head spin. Rocking it out. Turn up the tunes now. Come to the front. Roll to the back. Isolation barrel roll. Weave. Tap. Don't get too excited. Throw. Pose. Even when I was doing that flow session, like a million different things were firing and I was like, oh, we could do this and this and this and this. But I just want to give you one more little variation. So right here, where you did the weave, tap, throw, and we caught it on this plane. That is the back plane, vertical plane. You could go, just to mix it up a little, weave, tap, throw, and now, oh my gosh, I'm inside it. Draw the hoop down, take one hand to the back, press it onto your body, and now it becomes an on-body rock out. So one more time. Weave, tap, throw, catch, push to the back on the body. Oh my wow, how did you go? We went from the Hinge transition tutorial earlier this week, and then on Wednesday we did all this like hardcore arm workout work for incredible dancer arms, and now we're just like rocking out these Hinge transitions and isolation barrel rolls and weave, tap, throw awesomeness. Now you know that if you need any extra support, you can find my other tutorials on YouTube, or you can jump over to learn.hooplovers.tv and I have some other workshops over there, or you can always call me, leave a comment below, link up with me on Instagram. I am at DeanneLoveXO. Let's get connected. Let's rock out our hoops. Just have fun. I can't wait to see your flow session with your hinges and your taps and your earth glitter magic.